J.J. Watt, because of that injury, he's had to be in one spot, basically at left end, and New England knows that they can help out on him.
Yeah, we said a lot of double teams, a lot of quick passing, but you see the frustration with J.J. Watt because he's not the same player with that hand.
Now, one thing, if I'm a Texans defensive back, I can look at that and say, I'm going to look at the formation. If there's nobody there, a tight end or a back to help out on J.J., sit down because it's going to be a quick pass or a run.
But also Jadeveon Clowney, I mean, he has to be the guy. That's why they drafted him, to take that pressure off J.J. Watt. It shouldn't just be all J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt, 1 tackle. DeAndre Hopkins, 1 catch first half. Time now for the pick six. 6 plays we think you'll be talking about tomorrow. Panthers are 13-0, clinched a first-round bye, shut out the Falcons, thanks to Ted Ginn Jr.
Yeah, Dan, and he had some problems with drops earlier this year, but he made up for it today. He had 2 touchdowns, but his game change in speed makes this offense very dangerous.
How do you explain the Falcons? 38-0. Packers rush for 230. Green Bay has a 1-game lead in the NFC North.
Yeah, head coach Mike McCarthy took over the play calling duties, and he dialed up a lot of runs. The offensive line responded.
28-7, the final. That was a 30-yard touchdown from James Starks. Philly remains tied atop the NFC East with Washington, thanks to plays like this with Zach Ertz.
And the players will get the credit, but I have to give a lot of props to Chip Kelly because he did a great job of keeping this team focused with all the distractions the last couple of weeks.
That set up the winning field goal. Colts blown out by Jacksonville, who put up 51, moved to game behind Indy in the AFC South.
And Matt Hasselbeck did a great job as a backup quarterback, but he took this team as far as his 40-year-old body could take it. They have to have Andrew Luck back in the lineup to get going and have a chance to get in the playoffs.
Hopefully next week when they face the Texans. Khalil Mack was a beast today, tying a franchise record with 5 sacks against the Broncos, who are just 2 games up on the Chiefs in the West.
Yeah, on all the headlines, we try to create a quarterback controversy between Peyton Manning and Brock, but this was a sloppy team game. Drop passes, the offensive line couldn't block. Look at that, coach. He's just single-handedly destroying that offensive line.
That is not Brock Osweiler's fault there.
Bengals lost Andy Dalton with a fractured thumb, out next week for sure. They did not look good against the Steelers as a result.
Yeah, this was a tough break for Cincinnati. But
Literally.
They've got to somehow regroup under A.J. McCarron.
Yeah, McCarron in relief had 2 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions, including the pick 6 here.
And that's the problem right there. The chemistry, the timing is off when you have a backup quarterback.
Okay, what can we expect out of the Cincinnati Bengals?
Well, you can expect them to win the division, but you can't expect them to advance far in the playoffs, Coach, because without Andy Dalton, you know, the one thing that it really impressed me about Andy Dalton was his leadership this year. I think that was the biggest difference from previous years. This year, just the leadership and how much they depend on him.
Yeah, and Marvin Lewis, the head coach, has got to say, guys, we don't have Dalton. We aren't going to have that leadership, so the other guys have to step up. We're going to have to run the ball better, offensive line, defense. Everybody has to play better.
Let's look at the playoff picture in the AFC. What jumps out at you?
Well, you know, the drama is in the wild card situation. Kansas City is playing great, and I love their defense. They've been winning with great defense and running game.
Yeah, Pittsburgh and Kansas City, 2 of the hotter teams.